over 40 years, it's been the quintessential British oxymoron. Fuel-efficient Range Rover. There was no such beast. Well, that's all about to change. On this edition of Test Drive, the Evoque. When the Range Rover hit the road in 1970, it put a different spin on the traditional utility vehicle. Rather than picking up on Land Rover's focused and obsessive utilitarianism, the Range Rover brought a smattering of luxury and comfort to go along with its off-road ability. Subsequent editions ramped up the niceties without losing sight of its intent. Now, that original vehicle was embraced by the horsey set because of its ability to amble through a muddy field and tow a horse box. The interior of this Evoque is very nicely finished indeed. The materials are rugged but rich nonetheless. The front seats, superb lateral support, and there's a 380-watt Meridian sound system that really does belt out the tunes with great clarity. However, this would not be a British car if it didn't have a quirk, and a quirk it does have. Where's the gear lever? Not until you actually start the vehicle does this knob rise up out of the center console and you rotate it to select the gears. It works, but I don't like it. Where Range Rovers of old embraced a thirsty V8, the Evoque uses a direct injection turbocharged 4-cylinder engine. It manages to wring 240 horsepower and 251 pound-feet of torque out of just 2 litres. My lone beef is the rather peaky nature of the power delivery. Initially the engine feels a tad lazy, then all of a sudden it catches fire. It's not turbo lag, it's the way the throttle is calibrated. One of the key features on this Evoque is Range Rover's terrain response system. It's got 4 different modes. The standard mode is for everyday use and it gives you a modicum of off-road ability. However, if the conditions get worse, there's one for grass, gravel and snow, another mode for mud and ruts, and a final one for sand. In each case, the system alters the manner in which the engine, transmission and all-wheel drive system interact to give you the optimal behavior for that particular condition. It really does give this Evoque surprising off-road ability. The power is fed to the wheels through a smooth shifting 6-speed gearbox. It is well matched to the engine. The proof shows up in the numbers. The Evoque canters to 100k in 7.6 seconds and delivers a speedy 80 to 120 passing time of just 6 seconds. On the flip side, the combination managed to return a test average of 11.1 litres per 100 kilometres, which is significantly better than any of its showroom siblings. This Evoque arrived with the City package. Now, among other things, it brings a great set of 19-inch wheels and tyres. Now, they should be considered mandatory because of the good things they do for the car. Now, when it comes to off-roading, there's an old saying, be prepared. In this case, when you're off-road, be prepared for a flat tyre and so carry a full-size spare. Well, guess what? This thing's not prepared. An 18-inch temporary tyre. When it comes to ride and handling, the Evoque is best described as comfortably live. The ride comfort is excellent and it accomplishes this without sacrificing the handling side in the least. In spite of its off-road ability, the Evoque carves a corner with the sort of precision one demands of a BMW. There is surprisingly little body roll and the electrically assisted steering has some real feel to it across a broad range of speed. In fact, it takes quite a lot to get the Evoque to put a tyre wrong. This Range Rover Evoque is a very nice vehicle. Plenty of luxury, plenty of power, wonderful handling, great ride, and considering it's a Range Rover, pretty darn good fuel economy. But it wouldn't be a British car if it wasn't quirky, and that gear lever, just too quirky for my taste.